Somers Mansion was built around 1725 by Richard Somers, the oldest son of John Somers. The mansion is the oldest existing house in Atlantic County. The mansion remained in the Somers family until 1937, when it was deeded to the Atlantic County Historical Society. In December 1726, Richard married Judith Letarte, the adopted daughter of wealthy Peter White of Absecon. They raised 10 children who were all born in the mansion.
So the Somers family came over in the late 1600s from England to escape religious persecution. Jonathan Somers came and moved to Philadelphia, where he married his wife. They then purchased 3,000 acres of land, which was all of Somers Point and Limwick combined. They had 9 children. Richard Somers, one of the sons, got this property and built the house. The house was built in 1726. It was first used as a Quaker meeting house, and then that's where he met his wife, who was 15 at the time when they got married. They had 9 children that lived in this house altogether. So this is just a little bit of history behind the house. All of them lived here, and then so forth and so on. The last Somers to live in this house was Hannah Somers Hayday. She passed away in 1918, leaving the house to the Historical Society. And then they just remodeled the house, bringing it back to its original estate. So this is what the house will look like now. They remodeled the house in the 1940s, 1950s. The Victorian era, they had added on the back section of the house and then 2 stories up. And when the Historical Society took it over, they knocked down those 2 stories, leaving the bottom story for office space, and then remodeling inside to bring it back to its original estate. So this would be their living room, kitchen, dining area, everything like that. All of the brickwork in the fireplace is all original. The wood is all original. This rifle that's right up here was actually used in the Revolutionary War by one of the Skull family members that married one of the Somers family members. So that's right there. And then just some other little things that we have. We have some candle makers over here, some other things to make butter. Over here, these 4 chairs and the table belong to the Somers family during the Victorian era. So that was donated to us. And then this chest on chest piece also belonged to the Somers family at one point. This top over here belonged to the Somers family, and then these 2 sets of china right above here belong to the Somers family. So this is the master bedroom. Pretty much everything in the room is from the 1700s. The floors are original to the house. All of the detailing work with the fireplace, the vents above the doors, and also the doors leading out to the widow walk. They did have a widow walk because they did have a shipping industry, so this house was ideal for all of that. Over here we have this cabinet that was actually built in as the house was being built, just for storage and different things like that. All of the metalwork for the hinges on the doors are all original. The locks, everything else is original in here. Walls are all original as well. These beds would be what they would sleep on. You can see the rope. If you guys ever heard the saying, sleep tight, just refers to make sure the rope's tight before you get into bed. So there's that. Also the bed warmer that's on the bed was actually used in the 1800s from the Somers family. Over in here, this would be the nursery. It's also called the Skull Room, just from the Skull family. They married into the Somers family. Over here we just have some other little dolls, stuff like that. This actually belonged to the Leeds family from Atlantic County. And this would actually be from a furniture company. These would be the models because they didn't have regular catalogs, so they would bring these to different houses saying what they could build and stuff. Also, since they were a Quaker family, This is their prayer closet, so they would go in there and they would meditate. So that's a really neat feature of the house.
In 1937, Florence Hayday Brooks and Lulu Hayday Smith, the daughters of Hannah Hayday Summers, deeded the home for the purpose of creating a permanent memorial of the Summers family. The Summers Mansion Historic Site was dedicated on September 26, 1942. It is still open on the weekends to visit from 9 to 3.